Dog, I don't want to go for a long walk. I don't want to go that far, dog. Whatever.
Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in to my review of the Thrunite TH20 headlamp. This is a great little headlamp that takes AA batteries and also these 14500 batteries, rechargeable and very good. I'll talk about that throughout the course of the review, as well as show you some dunking footage, some dropping footage, some testing footage, some of it in use, and all that good stuff like I like to do. This is also a giveaway, and if you want to win, this is the cool white version of the light. If you want to win the neutral white version of it, all you got to do is leave a comment down below. I will pick a random comment on Sunday, and that person will be getting this free headlamp. Inside the US only, please. Any age is fine. Now, let's get on to the review of the Thrunite TH20 headlamp, which I think is an excellent headlamp for its class. And what class is that? Well, any headlamp that takes a single AA battery, or 14500. I think it's a well-built headlamp, and I think you're really going to like it in the use you put it through, and I've really liked it. I see this as being one that's great for a lightweight headlamp, something for hiking, mountain biking, I don't know, maybe even jogging, but lots of good lightweight headlamp uses, as well as, you know, just if you want to have a durable headlamp, because I see this as being a very durable one. As I said, I did drop it, did dunk it, and all that other stuff, and we'll see that shortly. But let's compare it first against the TH10, which I've previously reviewed, also from Thrunite. A very good, very powerful headlamp. This one takes two CR123As or one 18650 battery, and I think that's probably what we've got in there right now is a single 18650. Yep, that's correct. Very powerful. It's got a nice deep reflector in it, which shoots a powerful beam out a good ways. But that's kind of what you get with the TH10. It is considerably heavier though. With the TH20, you get a much lighter weight package. You can tell that that reflector is not hardly deep at all. It's very, very shallow. It is orange peel though. But that means that you're going to have kind of a wider flood rather than a hot spot. Now, depending on your use, I think that's actually great. And in my opinion, it's perfect for a headlamp in general. This one also works great, and again, depending on what you need, you're gonna, you know, you've got both options here, but I really, really like this one. Let's look at the weight on it. That's a good thing to test, I think, don't you? So let's check it out. Let's start with the TH10, which we previously reviewed, and kind of see what that comes in at. The TH10 comes in at 6.5 ounces. You know, that's heavier than virtually all my pocket knives. Let's look at the TH20 and see what that comes in at. 3.3, a full half of what the TH10 is. That's a surprise. I actually didn't know that walking into this. But that's half of what the TH10 weighs. So that's pretty huge. All right, and that is with the battery in it. I didn't mention that. I didn't show you that, but there is a battery inside there right now. So with the battery installed, a full half of what the TH10 weighs, also with the battery installed. Without the battery, we might as well get that going right now, because maybe you use different batteries that weigh different amounts. And that was with the 14500, obviously. Let's look at what it weighs with no battery in it, and there's the that one right there, 2.7 ounces. All right, so you save a few fractions of an ounce there. So great weight, great build quality in my opinion. And while we're on the subject of build quality, let's go ahead and show you the drop test and dunk test. So I went ahead and left it in the strap attachment and strap for this, and went ahead and dropped it from about 1 meter. And did that 5 times, saw no ill effects. A few scuffs and scratches here and there, but otherwise it continued to work perfectly, switching on and off, no problem. It still goes through all the modes like it's supposed to, and it just in general has not failed in the slightest from that drop test. The dunk test as well. I made sure to switch that on before dropping it in. Gave it a good, what is it, IPX8 rating is what it is. I don't have a 2-meter barrel or anything to drop it into, so I just dropped it into a little jug that I have. Left it in there for a good solid half hour. No ill effects from that either. And as a matter of fact, I opened it up afterwards, dried it off thoroughly, of course, then opened it up, and no water ingress whatsoever. So it was perfectly dry as a bone on the inside and completely functional in every way. So, drop test, dunk test, total pass. We did not look at what comes in the box, so let's touch on that real quick. That is the Thrunite box right there. Inside, you've got a couple of spare O-rings for when the ones you have wear out. You've also got the little silica packet, as well as this replacement mounting plate, so that when and if yours wears out, the original one, if and when that wears out, you've got another one to keep this thing alive and kicking and still useful. Now, it's possible that your strap will wear out, but you can find that material on Amazon and other stores, I'm sure, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. All this stuff that needs to be replaced can be replaced. You've also got your instruction manual here in all different languages, and we see that we've got all the information on there about how to use it, all the different modes and the numbers that you have attached to those. We'll go through those here shortly. And of course, warranty information. So that's all included in the box as well. The complete package, really nothing left out, except for, of course, the battery, which, you know, you're gonna find AA batteries anywhere. And if you want to, go ahead and get those 14650, or the 14500 batteries, which are rechargeable and very, very good. Now let's check out the modes on the TH20. This is Firefly mode right here, very dim. To reach this, you just press and hold on that main switch. And it's so dim we can hardly see that it's up there, but there it is, reading our spec sheet for us and also giving a little bit of projection into the camera. And from here, from anywhere, you can double click to get into turbo mode. And that looks like this, very bright. The camera's doing some compensation, so we'll show you what that looks like in illuminating the entire room. Again, it is very, very bright, and when you have the 14500 batteries in there, which I do right now, this should be 520 lumens, and it should last about 37 minutes. If you have a AA battery in there, it should be about 250 lumens, lasting 93 minutes. And at this point, you can also, from Turbo, you can double-click again to get to SOS. Turning that off and then going into sort of the main modes, what we have is an infinity mode, and this is really cool. You can basically, from switching it on, right now it's at the highest point of infinity, and that would be 230 lumens for AA. For 14500, I'm not positive. I'm going to go ahead and call that 230 though. And that's supposed to last 95 minutes. You can also bring infinity down all the way to 1.6 lumens at 21 hours, and I'll show you how that works. So here we are at the top. To get down, what we do is just basically press and hold. And so I press and hold, and it drops and drops and drops and drops all the way down to the bottom. That little blink means that it has reached the bottom, and from this point on, if I keep holding, it's going to start going back up again. So I press and hold, it blinks, and then it starts coming back up, and watch this. Blinks again to let me know that it's reached the top. So that's an infinite mode, allowing me to, you know, if I'm not happy with the medium or the sub-medium or whatever modes they have in between Firefly and Turbo, I can set my own. That's great. I love that feature on this light. Taking one last quick look at the body there, you can see some good knurling on this end where you would unscrew that cap to take out the battery, some knurling on this end, but you don't unscrew that, you more or less hold on to it while you do this end right here. That's also your switch right there, which goes on and off very easily. You can really hear and feel that as you turn it on and off. Love the modes on it, love the versatility of this light, love the weight of it, love the durability of it, and I love that it takes AA batteries. Now you can find a link down below in the description to buy this today. It's a very good price too. I'm not going to quote that on screen because things fluctuate, but it is very, very good. Thanks of course to Thrunite for sending both this one and the neutral white light to me for testing and review. This one is untouched, except for just kind of checking it out and, you know, turning it on and stuff. But that one is going to go to one of you guys. As I said before, go ahead and comment down below if you haven't already. One of you guys will be chosen at random, and you will get that headlamp as of this Sunday. I'm a late Boy Scout. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. So I have used this light quite a bit in the short time that I've had it. Took it on one backpacking trip and took it on another camping trip, scout camping trip. It's worth mentioning that it can use either two CR123 batteries or one of these right here.